See a person that smile, and it's been a while since you've had a break. Oh, you can't get it right. As hard as you try, things ain't going your way. So baby, take my hand, 'cause I got a plan to get us straight out of here. Start packing your bags, got a plane to catch, so let's disappear. The world keeps spinning and we can't stop it. Let's slip out when no one's watching. So baby, let's go, let me take you away. Let's hit the road, I'll be your escape. Let's travel the globe, we're leaving today. We'll chart the unknown, let me take you away. We don't need to go far to stare at the stars and change our point of view. Gonna get you to dance, make some sweet romance. Bet it's all about you. So kick your shoes off and laugh, it's time to relax. The sun will warm your soul. Ain't no time to reflect, grab a lay and a drink, but let the good times roll. The world keeps spinning and we can't stop it. Let's slip out when no one's watching. So baby, let's go, let me take you away. Let's hit the road, I'll be your escape. Let's travel the globe, we're leaving today. We'll chart the unknown, let me take you away. As long as it's you and me, it doesn't have to be so far away. So why don't we go on home and just put down the shade? So baby, let's go, let me take you away. Let's hit the road, I'll be your escape. Let's travel the globe, we're leaving today. We'll chart the unknown, let me take you away. So baby, let's go, let me take you away. Let's hit the road, I'll be your escape. Let's travel the globe, we're leaving today. We'll chart the unknown, let me take you away. We'll keep spinning, we can't stop it. Let's live out like no one's watching. Yeah. Baby, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let me take you away. Maybe I came on too strong. Maybe I waited too long. Maybe I played my cards wrong. Oh, just a little bit wrong. Oh, baby, I apologize for it. I could fall or I could fly here in your aeroplane. And I could live, I could die hanging on the words you say. And I've been known to give my all and jumping in harder than 10,000 rocks on the lake. So don't call me baby unless you mean it. And don't tell me you need me if you don't believe it. So let me know the truth before I dive right into you. You're a mystery. I've traveled the world and there's no other girl like you. No one. What's your history? Do you have a tendency to lead some people on? 'Cause I heard you do. I could fall or I could fly here in your aeroplane. And I could live, I could die hanging on the words you say. And I've been known to give my all and lie awake every day. Don't know how much I can take. So don't call me baby unless you mean it. And don't tell me you need me fly here in your aeroplane. And I could live, I could die, hanging on the words you say. And I've been known to give my all, sitting back, looking at every mess that I've made. So don't call me baby unless you mean it. And don't tell me you need me if you don't believe it. Let me know the truth before I dive right into you. Before I dive right into you. And before I dive right into you. I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand, be my girl, I'm She talks like an angel talks, and her hair has a kind of curl. To my mind, she's my kind of girl. She's white, like an angel's white, with eyes
Eyes and ears this way, please, boys. Thank you. A few administration points, please, ladies and gentlemen, in case this is your first time you've been to IGS for a while. The amenities, of course, are at the back of the auditorium. When the cue is actually given in terms of best photo opportunity, mums and dads and friends, my recommendation to you is, when the cue is given, is that you'd go to your left-hand side, because that's where the actual bell tower is, and you'll get the best photo opportunity to see your son or sons, nephews, etc., ringing the bell for the last time. So, gentlemen, grey shirts, this is a very important, naturally, an assembly. This is the class of 156 farewell. It is a graduation, boys, and this is a day where one day it'll be your turn. So today, boys, is not about you. Today, it's about the class of 156 and how we actually say goodbye to these boys with dignity, with honour, with pride, is the IGS way. So, boys, when we do welcome the class of 156, please remember it's about the boys coming down that corridor for the last time and the mums and dads and friends who are here. So mums and dads and friends, you are welcome, of course, to take your photos and Yahoo and all that. That's okay. You are allowed, mums and dads, but grey shirts, you are not. Please remember that. Thank you, grey shirts. All right, but gentlemen, refocus, boys, please. Eyes and ears. Good morning, special guests. Good morning, boys. Good morning, mums and dads. Welcome to the graduational class 156. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, would you please stand for their processional? Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 156. I invite boarding captain Carmelo Keating to lead us in the national anthem. Carmelo.
Please be seated. Good morning, families. Good morning, parents, friends of Ipswich Grammar School. Good morning, colleagues, and of course, good morning, boys. And very especially, good morning, class 156, to this graduation ceremony. I have but two simple messages this morning after a week of speeches, which has been an interesting experience. The first one is related to the boys and the second one is related to the families and the parents. And class 156, I need to say to you, thank you. And the thank you is related to your impact on this school. So much more than bricks and mortar and new building after new building after new building, dating right back to 1863 with the Great Hall. This school has been built by generation after generation until we stand here today on the last day for 156. Boys, men, past, still living, who've all made a contribution to how Ipswich Grammar School is and will always be. So to class 156, I thank you for leaving this place better than you found it, adding another layer of history and culture, making us proud of another Year 12 group of boys who've done well in this place, who've represented us outside our school with passion, with commitment, with pride, who've looked after each other and looked after the staff of our school. So I thank you so much for that contribution. You leave a legacy, whether you've been here 13 years, 12 years, 2 years, you leave a legacy and you challenge the Year 11s as they go into 2020 as class 157. You challenge them with your example and your dedication, and that's why this school just gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Well done, class 156. And sometimes you don't understand quite the opportunity that you've been provided with until you get deep into that experience of that opportunity. So boys, I know last night, one of the things we do at the valedictory dinner, of course, is you've handwritten notes to your parents. I know that's extremely significant to the mums and dads. Very much appreciated. And again, this morning, I recognise the parents and the carers who have taken charge of you, navigated you through your years of schooling and your time at Ipswich Grammar School, made massive commitments around their own personal time, their own personal finances, and made all of this happen for you, which is a fantastic investment that they make in you as men, you as people, and you as their sons. So this morning I think it's very appropriate and very timely that we acknowledge parents. And I know there's one couple in the audience, mum and a dad, who've actually been parents of boys running through Ipswich Grammar School and perhaps other schools for 27 years in a row. I don't know if anyone in the audience can beat 27 years in a row of parenting. That's absolute gold medal material, isn't it? Yes. And massive connection, and today, for all of you, not just that couple, but for all of you, a real crossroads in your life in many ways. So perhaps staff and boys, you could join me in thanking the parents. Well done, thank you. Have a great last assembly, boys. Remember, this is a celebration. Thank you very much, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. One of the things that I get to do is present a couple of things this morning. And one of the traditions is that we recognise the DUCS recipients from Year 5 all the way through till Year 12. So, I'll start with that. The DUCS in Year 5 and 6 is awarded to the student who has achieved the highest results in core subjects of English and Maths. The DUCS of Year 5 has received an Academic Excellence Award, and the DUCS of Year 5 is Shanunga J. Wardner. The DUCS of Year 6 is awarded to a boy who has received an Academic Excellence Award. A Dalzell Prize for the DUCS of Year 6 is Jackson Dadek. The DUCS recipients for Years 7, 8 and 9 is based on their results in the 4 core subjects of English, Mathematics, Science and Humanities. The DUCS of Year 7 has received an Academic Excellence Award. The DUCS of Year 7 is Sebastian Koch. The DUCS of Year 8 has received an Academic Excellence Award, the Harrison Memorial Prize for English, the Henderson Memorial Prize for Science, the David Leggett Memorial Prize for Outstanding Endeavour, and the DUCS of Year 8 is Benjamin Chalvatsis. In Year 9, the DUCS has received an Academic Excellence Award, the Most Improved Performer Award, and the Headmaster's Award for Service and Endeavour. The DUCS of Year 9 is Joel Rosenberg. In Years 10, 11, the DUCS is based on the highest percentage of totals in their best 5 subjects using historical scaling to determine the highest placed student. The Prince Alfred Perpetual Medal is awarded to the DUCS of Year 10. The DUCS of Year 10 has received an Academic Excellence Award, the Harrison Memorial Prize for English, the German Prize, the Old Boys Association Prize for Outstanding Endeavour in Music, and the Peter McTaggart Memorial Prize for Service and Personal Conduct. The Prince Alfred Medal for DUCS of Year 10 is awarded to Hamish Cassidy. The Sir Harry Talbot Gibbs Prize for DUCS of Year 11 is shared this year. The first student has received an Academic Excellence Award, the Most Improved Performer Award, the Specialist Mathematics Prize, and the Sash Prize for Chemistry. The first Year 11 DUCS recipient is Max Bray. The shared recipient achieved an Academic Excellence Award, the QUT Dean's Award for Engineering, the Sash Prize for Physics, the shared Sir Harry Talbot Gibbs Prize for Ducks of Year 11 goes to Jared Wales. Finally, the Bowen Prize is awarded to the Ducks of Ipswich Grammar. It was first awarded in 1871. The Tom Mason Memorial Prize for runner-up of Ducks has also received an Academic Excellence Award, the Senior Prize for Participation, Dedication and Inspiration, and the recipient of the Tom Mason Memorial Prize for runner-up of Ducks of Year 12 is Kyle Palmer. And now the Sir George Bowen Prize for Ducks. The Ducks received an Academic Excellence Award, the Dr. W.A. McDougall Prize for Biology, the Sash Prize for Chemistry, the German Prize, the Bowen Prize, Ducks of Ipswich Grammar School, Hassan Al-Shahimi. Please congratulate the Ducks recipients. Thank you, boys. The next tradition is to recognise those boys who have lived at IGS. And the boarding tower has been their home for the last 5 years. So we recognise those Year 12 boys who have been living at Ipswich Grammar for 5 or more years. As I call their names out, could the boys please come on stage for the Headmaster to give them a 5-year badge? Liam Barlow. Joey Blanket. Connor Daylight. Michael Fleming. Jai Jorgensen. Jack Ramsey. Daniel Rathbone. Nick Stevens. Sam Walker. Please congratulate the boarding boys for 5 or more years. Thank you, boys. Another of our traditions is to recognise those boys who have attended prep at Ipswich Grammar. The first of these students, could they please come out, is Henry Dixon. The following students, as you can see, were part of the 2007 prep class. Their teacher was also Mr. Wellings. He hasn't still graduated yet, so he's only ahead of year 9. So these boys have been here for 13 years. So actually, I might also ask Mr. Wellings to come and join the boys as they come on stage. You got a few more years, Mr. Wellings. Jackson Cooper. Christian Krause. Kyle Palmer. Harrison Rule. Luke Usher. And the last student of the prep class of 2007, Conrad Wallace. Please congratulate the prep classes.
Good morning, Headmaster, special guests, parents, staff, students, and my fellow members of Class 156. The beginning of 2019 saw the Class of 156 established as white shirts, leaders, and role models to the IGES community. It was up to us to continue the legacy handed down by past cohorts by adopting and living out the school's values of resilience, honour, and belonging. As an Ipswich Grammar student, you're constantly exposed to the long-standing history embedded in the school. From your first day here, you're aware of our history. You're aware of the academic culture, the stories of sporting prowess, and the skilled musicians who have filled this auditorium. It has been a very satisfying experience to have been a small part of the 156th year of Ipswich Grammar, and to know that in the years to come, we'll be able to look back proudly on our time here. Throughout the year, I have again and again been pleasantly surprised by Class 156 as we grew into our roles as seniors and leaders. We have fully embraced our identities as Spartans, being small in number but great in might. We showed great resilience, tackling tasks with determination and perseverance, conducting ourselves with dignity and respect, and most importantly, embracing who we are and what we believe in. For so many years, we are told about extraordinary old boys such as scientist Raymond Dart, sportsman Shane Watson and Berwick Barnes, and renowned filmmaker George Miller. However, when it came down to it, these distinguished old boys couldn't help us. We could only grasp inspiration from their examples as we created our own story. In 2019, the Spartan Warriors have had many reasons to celebrate, being competitive in all sports and activities. The school's support of the boys who go out to represent us every weekend helps unite us in the spirit of belonging. Key highlights include inter-house swimming, cross-country, and track and field, where the IGS school community came together and embraced the Spartan spirit through camaraderie and participation, showing determination when going into battle against the other 8 GPS heavyweights. A key objective of the seniors in 2019, stemming from the prefect group, was to ensure we were a visible presence in the playground and on the sidelines. This was because, as seniors, we wanted to further develop the relationship between white shirts and grey shirts. An example of this can be seen through the buddy system, of which seniors grasp the opportunity to create friendships with the IGS's younger students, motivating the next generation as one day it will be up to them to be our leaders. Finally, I've not only been blessed with the opportunity to lead this great school, but to do it from a unique perspective as a boarder. The boards in 2019 were fortunate enough to have a number of great leaders who come from a wide variety of different cultures. It gives me great pride to watch the boys from all over the globe grow and prosper as one. I'd like to personally thank Mr. Drinkold, Mr. Weir-White, Mr. Catton, and Miss Usher, who constantly go beyond what is required of them so that myself and fellow boarders thrive in a supporting atmosphere. Our combined thanks to our school's senior leadership team for their hard work, constant motivation, and encouragement in our daily lives. Thank you also to the head of year, Mr. Lucas, our teachers, and our parents for their guidance and support. The journey of Class 156 is unfortunately coming to an end. Many thanks for the opportunities that were presented to us. Thank you for the challenges these opportunities have created, and thank you for the values that have been instilled in us as a result. They say school is only school. However, I can tell you this school is so much more than that. Thank you.
Good morning, Headmaster, distinguished guests, parents, staff, boys, and for the next half an hour or so, fellow Year 12s of Class 156. I am Carmelo Keating, and this year I've had the great pleasure of being the IGS boarding captain. I'm delighted to be speaking to you all today on what is and will prove to be an emotional and satisfying end to our 13 years of education. As I'm speaking as the boarding captain today, I would like to speak about boarding itself. Whilst I and my fellow boarders will know the contents of my speech all too well, I would like to give the day boys an insight into what it's really like to be a part of the group known as the heart and soul of Ipswich Grammar School, and tell you why we have earned that reputation. Almost every weekend when there's GPS sport, if we're in boarding, we head out to Brassel or Nudgee or TGS or TSS, or whatever far-flung venue we're playing at, and support the first squads, simply because that's just what we do. Every time the boarders rock up, we rock up en masse and bring the heart and soul and the support for our boys. This is special for us in particular, as amongst other talents, boarders are renowned for being great sportsmen. Because of this, when Michael Fleming hits a three, when Cody Pine fends off a striker, when Joey Blanket stops a winger from breaking away for a try, we have the honour of screaming, "That's my roommate," and that's why we do it. That's why every Saturday we roll out of bed, get into our full uniform, and go support our boys, because we bring the spirit of IGS like no one else can. Boarding is full of many talented boys, from inspiring artists like Connor Daylight and quietly achieving all-rounders like Matthew Turnbull, to up-and-coming rugby league stars like Sam Walker. Boarding truly is a place full of potential. But boarding is also a very diverse place, full of many different personality types. There's boys who engage in tower-to-tower sleepovers, playing Xbox till late on weekends, and generally being shenanigans on town leave. Then you've got your fun-loving boarders. They're larrikins. They deliver jokes and one-liners and just put a smile on people's faces. Additionally, this year, we have been blessed with having the school captain in boarding. James Darby has done an excellent job as school captain, and having him in boarding has very much assisted in balancing out the leadership duties and demands that come with the position of prefect. Every boarder knows the challenge of having to live away from home, but no one more so than the international boarders. They have come from an entirely different continent to our school, to our boarding house, as they know that this place will give them the best opportunity to expand their knowledge and complete their secondary education. They have done our school a great service, moving from their families to a different country to come to IGS. But best of all, they add to the diversity of the boarding house, and thus increase the culture of boarding as a whole. Then there's the lucky few boarders who are what we call part-time and are fortunate enough to experience a mix of day boy and boarding lifestyles. I personally think these boys have the best of both worlds, as not only are they a part of the heart and soul of the school, but they also have the luxury of getting to go home more often than the rest of us. But by no means is boarding easy. Sure, we have meals provided for us, and our clothes washed and ironed, and our rooms cleaned every weekday. But sometimes boarding really gets tough. Sometimes you get homesick. Sometimes you get actually sick. Some days you miss having a bit more freedom. And some days you just want to get home from school, relax, and be alone for a while. But that's the thing about boarding. And the thing that people who say, I want to see what it's like, really don't think about. If at the end of a bad day, we want to go home, we can't. On the days when we've got problems, we have to be here, and we have to figure things out. But it's those days that a bond strengthens. A bond unlike something that the day boys get to experience, and what makes boarding truly special. That is, that we're brothers in boarding. Not all of us. Not everyone to each other, but everyone in boarding has a boarding brother. These boys are unlike real brothers. They're your best mates that you get to live with, laugh with, and cry with. They're boys that you get to see every day, whether or not you want to some days. But regardless, they're always there for you, no matter what. Me personally, I'm talking about 5 boys in particular. They're some of the best human beings I've ever met. To these boys, I love you all so much. And for one boy in particular, I'd like to say, 208 Foxdale forever. Before I close on a piece of advice, there are many people I would like to thank. Whilst my time at IGS has been short, it has certainly been memorable. Without a doubt, this experience has been the greatest of my life, and the decision to come to IGS was the best I've ever made. Truly, I wouldn't give up the last 2 years for the world. But this time, this experience would not have occurred without the help of many, many people. Firstly, I'd like to thank my teachers, as they have taught me, guided me, and helped me to work harder and strive to be the best student that I can be, and achieve the best results that I can. Next, I would like to thank the boarding staff, Mr. Drinkeld, Mr. Weirwhite, Mr. Catton, Mrs. Hall-Smith, and Miss Usher, as they have assisted, supported, and taken care of myself and all the boarders every single day that we're here in boarding, and whenever we need them. I would also like to thank the staff leadership group, Mr. Morrison, Mr. Dosen, Mr. Chalvassis, and Miss Shaw, as well as the head of Year 12, Mr. Lucas, as each of these great people have gifted me with advice, challenged me to strive for personal leadership and academic improvement, and have made me feel included and welcome in this great school. I would like to thank my parents and family for supporting me over the past 2 years. I couldn't have done it without you. I love you all very much. I would like to thank all the boys of Processional Grammar School, boarders and day boys alike, for being here and being a part of this amazing school and being a part of the culture of this great place, as ultimately, you have each contributed to my journey and the journeys of each and every one of the white shirts who will soon be graduating. Additionally, I would like to wish Zach Alley and Jackson Dolak good luck as they step into their positions as boarding captain and vice captain, respectively. And finally, I would like to thank the IGS school community for endowing me with the position of boarding captain in 2019. It has been a great honour to serve the school in this position, and I am eternally grateful for this experience you have bestowed upon me. I would now like to close on a piece of advice, not just for the grey shirts, but for my cohort as well. Just over a year ago, I sat in my prefect interview, feeling a mix between nervous and eager, as I was asked various questions about what I saw for the future. One question I was asked was, what do you want to be remembered for? And at the time, I said what I now consider to be a generic answer, a hard worker. That's not to diminish from hard workers, because some people definitely do deserve that high reputation. And whilst I think these people have worked hard, whilst I think I have worked hard over the past 2 years, I don't think I should be remembered for that. If you were to ask me the same question now, I would say I want to be remembered as an opportunity taker. Because genuinely, that is what my time at IGS has been about, taking each and every opportunity that I've been presented with. And because of that, my time here has been incredible, to say the least. So my advice for you today is to do the same as I have. Take each and every opportunity that you're presented with, whether it be in school, in extracurricular activities, in outside of school sport, in university, or in life. Take every opportunity that you can, because if you don't, you will regret it. Open new doors for yourself and take risks. Life is far too short and opportunities are too few for you not to take the ones that are within arm's reach. So please, I urge you, take them. And with that, ladies and gentlemen and boys, for the last time as your 2019 Ipswich Grammar School boarding captain, I am signing off. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.
Well done, boys, for those presentations. We still have one more presentation to go, but this has been live streamed, so the cue has been given to the remaining cohorts who are in their classrooms watching this wonderful celebration. If you could please start forming the tunnel, please. So that's remaining cohorts, please come forming the tunnel from the bell tower down to the entrance of the auditorium. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more presentation to go now for track and field. Nick, please.
Good morning, Headmaster, staff, distinguished guests, students, and fellow graduates. The 2nd of November marked a historic day, adding to the rich history here at IGS, ending the 7-year drought and bringing the premiership back home. Our Spartans fought hard and remained strong until the end, pushing past barriers, which resulted in us remaining in the top position. After a long day, with the lead constantly changing between us and rivals BBC, we were named the champions by 1.5 points, being on 473.5 points, with BBC on 472. As my last duty as captain, and as a student at this great school, it is my honour to present the Headmaster with the Sir John Goodwin Cup.
Good to see the whole audience was excited with that, wasn't it? Absolutely wonderful. Thank you. So, heads of year and teachers in charge, please, your assistants. So, head of year 11, please, sir, if I could kindly ask you at your convenience to escort the year 11s at the bell tower, please. All year 11s, would you please stand and follow the instructions of Mr. Charles? Teacher in charge of Year 10 today, please, could I ask Year 10 to stand, and you will also head to the bell tower, please. Thank you, Year 10s. Year 10 boys, please. Year 12 students, class of 156, would you please stand? And now the Year 12s, class of 156, will sing for the very last time as a student of Ipswich Grammar School, the school song. So grey shirts, this is reserved for white shirts only. Good opportunity, mums and dads, photo opportunity. So white shirts at your discretion, please. Thank you, Mr. Lucas. remaining grey shirts, could you please join the tunnel? Remaining grey shirts. Parents and friends, you are welcome to go wherever you wish to get the best photo opportunity. You may remain behind. You're welcome to join up towards the bell tower. Same with our teaching staff. You are welcome to join wherever you like for photo opportunity and to see the final part of this wonderful ceremony. So senior staff, you're welcome wherever you like, wherever you feel comfortable. Wherever you feel comfortable, Headmaster. Yeah. Mr. Peace, when the cue is given, sir. Not now, sir, but when the cue is given.
sei lontana, sogno all'orizzonte, manca le parole. Io sì lo so che sei con me, mia luna, tu sei qui con me. Mio sole, tu sei qui con me, con me, con me, con me. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te. Adesso sì li vivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mari che io lo so non esistono più. Con te io li rivivrò, con te partirò su navi per mari che io lo so non esistono più. Con te io li rivivrò, con te
Quando sono solo sogno all'orizzonte mancano le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei tu con me, sì. Le finestre mostra tutto il mio cuore che è acceso. Chiudi dentro me la luce che ho incontrato per strada. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te. Adesso sì li vivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mari che io lo so non esistono più. It's time to say goodbye.
Quando sei lontana, sogno all'orizzonte, manca le parole. Io sì lo so che sei con me, tu mia luna, tu sei qui con me. Mio sole, tu sei qui con me, con me, con me, con me. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non
sogno all'orizzonte mancan le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei tu con me, sì. Le finestre mostrar tutto il mio cuore che è acceso. Chiudi dentro me la luce che ha incontrato per strada. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te. Adesso sì vivrò con te, partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, non esistono più. It's time to say goodbye.
Quando sei lontana sogno all'orizzonte e manca le parole. Io sì lo so che sei con me, con me. Tu mia luna, tu sei qui con me. Mio sole, tu sei qui con me, con me, con me, con me. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te. Adesso sì li vivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, non esistono più. Con te io li rivivrò, con te partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, non esistono più. Con te io li rivivrò, con te partirò.
Quando sono sola sogno all'orizzonte mancan le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei tu con me, sì. Le finestre mostrar tutto il mio cuore che è acceso. Chiudi dentro luce che ha incontrato per strada. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te. Adesso sì li vivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, l'uomo non esistono più. It's time to say goodbye.
Quando sei lontana sogno all'orizzonte e manca le parole. E io sì lo so che sei con me, con me. Tu mia luna, tu sei qui con me. Mio sole, tu sei qui con me, con me, con me, con me. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te. Adesso sì li vivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, no, non esistono più. Con te io li vivrò, con te partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, no, non esistono più. Con te io li vivrò, con te partirò.
Quando sono sola sogno all'orizzonte e mancano le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei tu con me, sì. Le finestre mostra tutto il mio cuore che è acceso. Chiudi dentro me la luce che ha incontrato per strada. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te. Adesso
lontana, sogno l'orizzonte, manca le parole. E io sì lo so che sei con me, tu mia luna, tu sei qui con me, mio sole, tu sei qui con me, con me, con me, con me. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te, adesso sì li vivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, non esistono più. Con te io li rivivrò, con te partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, non esistono più. Con te io li rivivrò, con te
Quando sono sola sogno l'orizzonte, mancano le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei tu con me, sì. Le finestre mostra tutto il mio cuore che è acceso. Chiudi dentro me la luce che ho incontrato per strada. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te, adesso sì li vivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, non esistono più. It's time to say goodbye.
Quando sei lontana, sogno l'orizzonte, manca le parole. E io sì lo so che sei con